ask. I'm not sure if you've spoken with him, but many of our viewers, as well as myself, want to know about how your son, Senator Rand Paul, is doing following the recent assault. A lot of people are concerned. We saw that he returned to Washington yesterday, and I mean, most people can't recover that fast and hit Washington of all places. He obviously has a lot of encouragement, but what's going on with that? Do you have any comment on that?
Not much more than what I read in the newspapers. I've talked to him a few times, but there's not much you can say if you have broken ribs. You're hurting and you're waiting to get better, and he got better enough to go back, but he is still complaining that he's still having, a lot of pain. So it's one of those things. People want to talk about, the motivations and what was going on behind the scenes. And I really haven't talked to him about it. I think he's telling you the truth. I haven't even talked to this guy in 10 years. Yeah. And so he's probably as shocked as anybody about how did this come about, or why did it come about. He has no idea. He says, I can't be the determiner of what his motivations were. But he says, the only thing I know is my ribs have been cracked and I'm dealing with that.
Well, what do you think of how the media has been covering it? I mean, there's articles coming out trying to justify being attacked by your neighbor because, well, maybe he grew pumpkins. I mean, what do you think about this nonsense?
Well, I think it's typical liberal baloney, and I think it's just terrible, because I heard one say Rand Paul has a lot of explaining to do. Why don't they say this guy that came on his property and broke his ribs and knocked him down and blindsided him? Why doesn't he have a lot of explaining to do? But no, it's just the politics that are going on. It's so mean and nasty and ugly. And I think all this stuff, whether it's on the tax bills and the bickering that goes on in Washington, it all represents the fact that the country is totally bankrupt. The system's not working well, and we're in worse shape than anybody realizes, and they don't have any answer, so that's why they're striking out, and there is a blame game going on. At the same time, philosophically, both sides have been responsible for the mess that we're in, and they won't admit it. The problem is government's too big. They're intrusive in our lives. They're intrusive around the world. And they won't admit that we're bankrupt. And they won't admit that the most important thing they could do for us is quit taking money from us, quit destroying the value of our money, and get out of our way and cut spending. That is not on the agenda. So be prepared for the coming events, which will be interesting, unfortunately, very dangerous.
Sounds like they could use a lesson in the non-aggression principle.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Check the links below. GoFundMe, Patreon. We can't do it without you. Any donation is very much appreciated, especially as we are so vastly demonetized by the Anti-Defamation League on YouTube, as they flag all of our content as hate speech. You can also find our Bitcoin address in the description in the comments, as well as on the screen for you to scan if you please. You can also find me at Josh Sigurdson at steemit.com. That's steemit.com, the future of social media, as a dinosaur social media digs its own grave. You get paid in cryptocurrency, Steem that is, on steemit.com via the upvote of your posts, so I hope to see you there. But until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.
Bye.